Big players in the investing world are betting heavily on this automotive tech powerhouse, and we've got all the juicy details for you. If you've been tracking Lucid or you're just curious about the kind of moves that shake up the market, then you're in for a treat. Buckle up, because we're about to peel back the layers on this investment saga. So, the day kicked off with Lucid opening at $7.54, a slight uptick compared to the previous close at $7.47. You can almost visualize the little sparks of optimism on the trading floor, right? Investors probably rolled up their sleeves, thinking, "All right, here we go, let's see what the day brings." As the session unfolded, the stock reached a daily high of $7.75, surpassing the first surge signal at $7.68, which must have been a cause for some celebration among bullish traders. This indicates there was sufficient buying interest pushing the stock past that first barrier, and it potentially gave way for more upward movement. But then, the tide ebbed. Despite pushing past that first surge level, the stock price couldn't muster the energy to meet the second surge signal at $7.89, let alone touch the third at $8.23. Meanwhile, on the flip side, the bears didn't really get their moment in the sun either. The stock price stayed comfortably above the downward surge signals of $7.12, $6.78, and $6.57. In essence, we saw Lucid caught in a tug-of-war, right? Bulls managed to pull hard enough to prevent it from hitting the low signals, but not quite enough to get it to the higher surge price levels. The stock's low point for the day was $7.41, below the opening price but still maintaining a safe distance from the downward surge signals. This could be interpreted as a positive sign by investors, hinting at the stock's resilience against downward pressure. The stock finally wrapped the day at $7.61, translating to a net gain of 1.87% for the day. A cause for modest celebration, don't you think? Overall, it was a decent day for Lucid, ending in green and giving hope to its investors for future growth. As for the trading volume, it didn't manage to reach the average daily volume, suggesting that the interest in trading Lucid was somewhat muted on this day. The total volume of shares traded was 46,588,200 compared to the average volume of 60,033,842. This might be an area to keep an eye on for future trading sessions, as lower volumes can sometimes indicate less conviction in the price movements. In summary, Lucid didn't reach for the stars this trading session, but it didn't sink to the bottom of the ocean either. It seems to be caught in a whirlwind, testing the waters above and below but not committing to a clear direction. As always, it'll be intriguing to see how this story continues to unfold. I've got some big news for you today. This was quite the article. Lucid Group definitely seems to be making waves in the investment world. Let's unpack the details and see how all this might drive an increase in Lucid stock value. Firstly, the surge in options trading is certainly worth noting. There was an unusually high number of call options purchased on Lucid Group, indicating that many investors are predicting an increase in the stock's price in the near future. It's a form of bullish betting. This can potentially create a feedback loop. As more investors buy call options, it can generate positive sentiment around the stock and entice more investors to jump in, driving the stock price up. Institutional investors are a significant factor in the stock market. The fact that many well-respected institutional investors like Vanguard, Myri Asset Global Investments, State Street Corp., Norges Bank, and BlackRock have increased their holdings in Lucid Group can also boost the stock's appeal. They are considered market movers and often set trends, with their actions being closely watched by retail investors and other market participants. Their increase in stake suggests they're confident about Lucid's future performance, and this sentiment can drive more investors into buying the stock, thereby increasing the demand and the price. Lucid's insider trading activity, particularly the massive purchase by Director Public Investment Fund, could also have a positive impact on stock price. Insider trading is often considered a bullish sign since it signals that those with the most intimate knowledge of the company's operations are confident in its future prospects. On the flip side, the company's recent financial performance, particularly its miss on earnings per share and revenue, might give some investors pause. However, it's important to note that the company's quarterly revenue grew significantly by 159.1% compared to the previous year, indicating a strong top-line growth. This can be seen as a sign that Lucid is making headway in their market, and if this growth continues, it could improve profitability in the future and lead to an increase in the stock's value. Despite the mixed views from analysts, with some giving the stock a sell rating while others suggest a hold or buy, the average rating is hold, and the average price target stands at $9.29 per share, higher than the current trading price. This suggests that there's room for the stock price to grow. Finally, the company's financial health seems relatively solid, with a good ability to meet short-term obligations and manage liquidity risks, indicated by a current ratio of 4.06 and a quick ratio of 3.06. Additionally, the company's debt-to-equity ratio is low, meaning they are not over-leveraged, which is a positive sign for potential investors. So, all things considered, while there might be some bumps along the road, the signals indicate a positive outlook for Lucid Group's stock value. There is certainly an increasing level of interest from both retail and institutional investors, a potential boost from the surge in options trading, and strong top-line growth. These factors, combined with a solid financial footing and positive sentiments from insiders and analysts, suggest that the company's stock value could increase in the future. As always, investors should do their own due diligence and make sure this fits within their risk tolerance and investment strategy. But it seems like Lucid Group is one to watch in the automotive technology industry. Surge signals are a handy tool for traders as they provide potential price levels that could trigger more significant moves in either direction up or down. Starting with the upward surge signals, $7.69, $7.89, and $8.24 are the price levels that we need to watch. If Lucid Group's stock price approaches and breaches $7.69, it would signal that buyers have entered the market and are pushing the price higher. This can create a positive sentiment around the stock, attracting even more buyers, and potentially driving the price to the next surge signal at $7.89. Breaking through the $7.89 level would indicate continued bullish momentum, and could act as a catalyst for a further uptick in the price. If there is sufficient volume and buying interest, the stock could aim for the third surge level at $8.24. Breaching this level would solidify the upward trend and confirm strong buying pressure. However, stocks don't always just go up. So, it's equally important to consider the downward surge signals at $7.34, $7.14, and $6.79. If the stock starts to approach $7.34 and breaches it, this could indicate that sellers are in control and the stock could face downward pressure. If this selling pressure continues and the price breaks below $7.14, it could create negative sentiment around the stock, possibly causing more investors to sell, which could push the price down to the third surge signal at $6.79. A breach of this level would confirm a strong downward trend and indicate that there is substantial selling pressure in the market. Remember, these surge signals are not set in stone, but rather are possible inflection points. The price action surrounding these levels and factors such as volume, market sentiment, and news events can influence whether the stock continues in the direction of the signal or bounces back. So, while these signals can give a good indication of potential price movement, it's also crucial to take a holistic view of the market when making trading decisions. Alright, that's it for today's dissection of the Lucid Group's recent ride on Wall Street. It's clear that the tides of investment are ever-changing, but only time will tell where Lucid's shares will sail next. If you enjoyed our journey through this financial landscape, go ahead and smash that like button. And hey, don't be a stranger. Subscribe to our channel for more investment insight and analysis. Before you go, drop a comment below. What's your prediction for Lucid? Are you on board with the institutional investors, or are you sitting this one out? We're eager to hear your thoughts. Until next time, stay savvy, investors.